If you read book 1, you might remember that Will's first action when he saw a bow was to pick it up and fire it, and instantly agony on his arm because the string slapped into this soft part of his arm. That's why we wear these. It's called an arm guard. Will, and books 1 to 4 in fact, Will uses a recurve bow. Well, by the time we get to books 5 and 6, he's grown a little, he's a lot stronger, and he's graduated to a full-powered longbow. Longbow is like this, one continual curve from tip to tip. Something else that we use is, this is a shooter's tab. It's an old-fashioned version of one. Protects your fingers from the string when you're shooting a lot, pulling back a lot of times. Then, of course, the all-important thing with a bow is the arrows. These are some of my earlier arrows. These were ones I used years ago when I used to shoot at the field course. This is something that happens to me from time to time here. I hear a knock on the door, I go to the door, and what's happened is a courier has arrived and left a parcel from my publishers in America. Often the courier's gone, he just leaves it there. I think he knows I've got a bow and arrow in here. And it feels like book 6 to me. Let's have a look. And look at this. The fairies have been, and all my bow and arrow have been cleared away. It's wonderful the way that happens here. I can get rid of this arm guard now. Okay, now I've got the sort of edited, corrected version of book 6. I'm going to let you in on something. I'm going to let you in on one of the action scenes from this book. Will has been chasing a Scotty general. It's night, there's snow, it's getting dark. He finally catches up with him and they duel. In the fight, Will has lost the sax knife and he's desperately holding on to the Scottish general's knife hand. They fall and they're on the ground. The Scottish general is bigger and heavier than Will. He has the knife in one hand, he's on top of Will, he's got his other arm and he's bearing down on Will. And in spite of all Will's doing with both hands trying to stop that knife coming down, it's coming closer and closer to his throat. The sweat of fear and panic and exertion was running into Will's eyes as he watched the gleaming tip of the dirk inch closer and closer. Behind it, vaguely, he could see McHaddish's face, his features obscured by the blue paint that covered half of it. There was a light of triumph in his eyes, and he saw McHaddish's lip draw back in a fierce smile as the Scotty realised that any second now, it'd be all over. No, I don't think I'll go any further. So what do you think happens? Is this where Will dies? Is this the reason why book 7 goes back in time to before book 5? I'm afraid you'll have to buy book 6 to find out, because I'm not telling, and I know what happens.